Hi guys, welcome back to my XVS guide. Now I'm gonna talk about Emperor. So like usual, let us see his stages first. The magic stages is about the same with other top mage. He has two advantages compared to the other heroes, okay? The first is his MP regen is the best. He regen 10% of MP on every turn, where other top mage such as Darkvina and Ace only regen 5% of their MP. He also has Insolent Fools, where your chance of being targeted reduced by 75%. So he will be very safe in a battle unless the enemy use AoE attack on your party. So now let's see his useful skills. The first and the best skill that he has is Fire from Below. This is his exclusive skills, okay? He is the only one who have this skill right now. It is fire element and only affects single target. You may confuse why this one is good. It is very good, especially on the long battle. The multiplier is not big in the beginning, only 2 times of your magic, but every time you use it, it will increase its multiplier by 2 times until it reaches 10 times, okay? So it is very strong, and after you cast it multiple times, the MP cost is still same, and the damage will become very big, okay, with very little MP. It will surpass dual cast Ultima when you reach the maximum damage. However, you need to keep casting it on every turn, because if you're doing another thing such as attack, limit burst, other thing, okay, this will reset the damage back to 2 times. You can also easily multiply the damage by reduce the fire resistance. So if you find the enemy that resists against the fire, then simply use Starfall. It is non-elemental and has the same animation as Meteor. However, it is more powerful than Meteor because it ignores 50% spirit. So basically, it deals 3.45 magic damage, and Meteor only deal about 3.1 after you calculate it with ignore spirit. The downside is it is not a magic, so you cannot use dual black magic with it. But on the bright side, if you get silence, you're still able to cast spell, okay? It is also same with Fire from Below because that is not a magic too. Okay, so the next useful skills is he learns 4 elemental gas spells. So he learns Viraga, Tundaga, Aeroga, and Blizzaga. Having these spells on Mage are always good because they cost little MP and you can combine it with his dual black magic. The next good skill is Subdue. This is very good debuff for the enemies, and it also buff your spirit by 60%, so you will be more resistant against magical attack. But remember, you don't want to cast it on the middle of the battle because I believe you already gather the Fire from Below damage, so using this ability will reset your Fire from Below damage back to 2 times. Now let's take a look on his not so good skills. The first one is Flare. Okay, before you complain that Flare is powerful, let me explain this. Yes, Flare is powerful, but for his scenario, Fire from Below will catch up the damage easily on second or third turn. With much less MP, Dual Flare will cost you 70 MP, but Fire from Below only costs you 25 MP, so that's a pretty big MP difference, okay? If you want to use reduce water resistance, then I suggest you to use another character because you simply cannot change your action once you use Fire from Below. Also, simply use Imperial because Imperial reduce 20%, so 20 and 30% is not that much. Okay, so I suggest you not to use flare just for the sake reducing water resistance. The next not so good skills is control. This one may be useful on certain situations, such as when you fight a very strong physical attackers with no magic. But against the strong magical users, you don't want to use this, okay? Because it reduces all your party's spirit, okay? So this maybe can get them killed if the enemy casts Ultima or Meteor. Anyway, I believe the best thing for him is simply to stick with fire from below. Let the others do the buff, okay? So the next skill is present your offering. This is bad because you waste one turn to damage your teammate only for 100 MP. I prefer to use Mega or Turbo Eater to recover MP. Also, his MP regen is very good because, like I have said in the beginning, if you use fire from below constantly, then I believe you will never run out of MP because in one turn you will recover more than 25 MP, okay? So the next not so good things is time stopper. Stop is very nice effect, but most of bosses are resist against these stages. Against a horde of enemies, I believe you better to use attacking spells instead of this one because the chance is only 30%. So let's just leave these skills alone. Simply stick with Dark Fina, X-Death or Link to inflict ailments. And his limit burst is also not good, okay? Because like I said, this do little damage and it will it will reset your fire from below multiplier, okay? So yeah, simply don't need to use limit burst, okay? The debuff effect is quite nice, but I don't think it is worth to reset your fire from below damage. Now let's see his equipment. For newbie, get Wizard Rod. You can get it from Trial. And for armor, Chapu and Creepy Mask, you may not have Creepy Mask because it is from Halloween event, but Chapu is already good enough for him. And for hardcore equipment, you need 2 Mateus Melis. It is his Trustmaster, so basically if you want to maximize him, you need to get to Emperor, okay? Because yep, Mateus Melis is his Trustmaster. So the rest is pretty standard. For abilities, you still need Dark Bone from Dark Fina Trustmaster because it increases your magic by 50%. And the rest is acceptance from Ace Trustmaster. So like you can see, to build him, you need an equipment from another top mage too. So yeah, it is really hard to choose which mage that you will use on the battle. So he is best paired with a hero that able to reduce enemy fire resistance. So the best hero for working together is Mori 7 because they can reduce fire resistance. So they are always good with Mage. You can also combine him with water attack, but it is not recommended because you waste one turn, like I said, to cast flare instead of fire from below. So my conclusion is he is one of the top tier mage in this game. You also need his Trustmaster to create super strong mage. He can out-damage other mages such as Dark Fina and Ace as long as the enemy is not resist against fire. Dark Fina and X-Death may be more useful than him if you meet with the enemy that weak against status elements. But from the damage, if you find the enemy that is not resist against fire, then he is the best mage for fighting them. You can save your MP items for other characters and simply cast fire from below every turn and you will deal a lot of damage. So I give him 10 out of 10, a perfect mage for certain situation. So yeah, That's all for Emperor. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more Final Fantasy Brave Exvius guide. Bye guys.